Okay, guys, I'm going to tell you guys everything you need to know about KULR. What is causing this dip? Why is this thing, just drastically going down? Everyone has lots of big price targets on it. I'm going to give you guys the real, genuine truth, what's going on, what I see in the chart, where to buy, what's my analysis, and all that. So let's go into the chart. There's lots of things that I want to show you guys. There's lots of things that you guys need to be aware of. So I'll get into the chart, but I want to discuss why is the fundamental reason why is this going down. Well, they did a press release and they did an 8K here. This was filed today. You can look up on the there's a lot of outstanding shares. You can see that it's been drastically going up, but we did have a press release. If you go to the sec.gov and you search in KULR, you will see that they posted a filing on January 21st of 2025. They announced everything that's going on here, and if you click on this thing, you can see everything that you need to know. I'm going to outline the key things that I saw, but so we all know they're invested in Bitcoin. So on January 21st of 2025, KULR issued a press release announcing that the company completed a purchase of additional Bitcoin for approximately 8 million. That is weighted at an average price of 101,695 per Bitcoin. That is insane, right? So they also announced that this year to date, that Bitcoin is yield, a key performance indicator described below, was 127%. Okay, so how are they buying all that Bitcoin? How are they doing all this? And it tells you right in this press release. Well, the KPI that represents the percentage change period of the ratio between KUR's Bitcoin holdings and its assumed diluted shares outstanding. Assumed diluted shares refers to the aggregate of KUR's actual shares of common stock outstanding at the end of each period, plus all additional shares that will result from the settlement of an exercise of all standing derivative securities. So assumed diluted shares outstanding is not calculated. So they're diluting big time on you guys, okay? And this is how they're doing it. So additionally, you should not be understood as an outpouring for permanence. And so the trading price common stock is impaired by numerous factors, holds the numbers of actual potential shares. As a result, the market shares may trade at a discount of the Bitcoin KUR holds. So they've said somewhere in here stock shares may have achieved to generate operations. Where is it? So yeah, they achieved. Okay, here it was. So the KLR believes this KPI can be used to supplement an investor's understanding decision to fund the purchase of Bitcoin by issuing. Here's the key words here. They're issuing additional shares of its common stock to do this. So they don't expect a lot of people to read into this. They go in a lot of jargon in here, but the key fact is, why is this thing going down? It's because they're diluting shares. And how they purchasing all this Bitcoin is from us, retail investors purchasing in this, believing in this company, and they're diluting it big time. So I do think there's some pros and cons into every situation. Do I think this company is absolutely terrible? No. I think there's a reason why this thing got up to $5 when it was all the way down to 30 cents. They're doing, getting into the Bitcoin, the crypto sector with Trump, and then the whole, how crypto is going to be booming in 2025. I definitely see that happening. And so they're purchasing a lot. So, but there's a thing also to be like, if crypto is really green like it was, and this stock, we're up 5% today, okay, and we had a pretty big dip this morning. But here's what I think. Here's my analysis. That's obviously why it's going down. Anybody else that says otherwise, they need to read the filings, okay, because they're diluting a lot of shares. But I just want to take a quick minute to do that. But where am I looking to buy it? Well, as a chartist, technical analysis, I still think this is good, and I still think it's good risk versus reward, especially down in this area. Obviously, if you bought it way up in here, that kind of sucks. If you're in my Discord community, you would have never did that. But as always, I look for price to come up to this low upper band. And I could have told you guys, if you want to know how to get in the best entries, you want to find these trends early. Right here, when it was 27 cents and it hit this upper band, that's my Keltner channel. That means it hit an average true range of 4, which is really hard to do for a stock. But when it does it, it's extremely bullish. And we look for this EMA 50 to be at the very bottom. So when price came down to this EMA 10, this was your first buy zone. I only do I only do 2 buy zones, EMA 10 and 50, and I call that the skipping the EMA. We skip the 5 to go to the 10. Look at this massive return you make in one day, 38%. I always look to take 10% gains and I rinse and repeat. If I'm up 10%, I take 10% off a lot of my shares, and I put my stop loss on the remainder of my shares right where I bought. So I bought this at 36 cents. It goes all the way up to 49. You better believe I'm taking that gain. My next buy area is skipping the 20 and going down to the 50. Remember, I'm always skipping an EMA because when you do that, you usually get your big bounce effects. Look at where this, you could have had this thing at 32 cents on the EMA 50. And the next day, you go up 18%. You take your 10% off, hold your shares at break even, and look at this massive return. And you can see, like, this is not a pump and dump. This, to me, is a correction happening. Yes, they're trying to take advantage of retail investors. You know what? We had this massive pump. Let's try to see let's do a strategic investment of buying Bitcoin. And so they dilute their shares, they issue new shares, and that's what causes this to lose its momentum. Do I think this is still bad? No. I think, if you bought it way up in here, you got diluted, okay? Right in up in here, you can see it hit this upper band. Guess what happens? Price comes back to the 10, you take your next entry. When you hit this upper band, which is my counter channel, you always reset. So you can take it on the 10 and the 50 again. You take it on the 10, you make massive returns again. And then we hit it up in here again, take it on the 10, you make massive returns as you make way over 10%. I still have shares. I took this on the 50. I alerted this in the Discord, real time, real analysis before he even got to here. I said, you know what? I'm buying KULR at 1.89. You can all find that in my swing trade alerts, all down in here. I could scroll up and probably find it here. I was talking about right here. I filled KUR at 1.89. I'm looking to make good gains on this thing. And this was the chart before it pumped. And guess what? It pumped 50% from this area. So I call these out before they happen, and as you can see, I have shares at 189. Okay, I took my 10% as it went up dramatically. This went up 46%. I took off a lot of my shares at 10%, and I'm still holding my other shares at 1.90 break even as my stop loss. We almost got hit. I almost got hit as today we had this nice dump, but how convenient that we hit this EMA 50. We got very close and we start pumping. Okay, I think this could be I think this could have a nice big massive pump once they start once the dilution is gone, which they probably are getting near done. This could have a monster rally, okay? Somewhere in here, you can kind of correlate, okay, well, that's the next bottom. Here was the bottom. You have a lower low, a lower high type pattern. So it is still looking bullish. A lot of people will be like, well, what about what's happening up in here? We have lower highs coming in here, right? We had this big pump here, next big pump, and they're all getting shorted. We're going to come out of this area, okay? We're going to come out of this area, and we're going to pump massive. We don't know what's going to happen. We just know this is looking for a nice pump idea, okay? So do keep in mind, here's our trend. We're coming in here into a tight consolidation zone. I want to see this thing pump the frick out and squeeze some bears, okay? And if all else fails, though, what's going to happen is, well, your stop loss is just under the EMA 50. If you bought it where I did and I alerted the Discord, congrats. Your stop loss is defined. I would do a 10% stop loss under the EMA 50. And that means a daily candle has to close under. Not no little wick like this. It has to be a daily candle with a body closing in there. I'm very bullish on it. This is what you need to know, why the dip is happening, and how to actually place your entries. Because you got to look at the technical and aspect and be like, what's the risk versus reward? Do I see something good in this? Yes. If for a stock to make a massive uptrend like this, you got to understand there's going to be corrections. This stock was a penny stock. It was 30 cents. They're going to want to dilute. They're going to want to, secure some funds and expand their business for long-term purposes. Okay. So, unless proven otherwise, the chart tells me this is not bad. Nothing about this chart tells me I'm bearish right here. I'm actually bullish right on here, okay? So this is what I'm seeing. I think this is good. I think this is looking nice. It doesn't have to be exact on these trend channels, but like I said, though, we're going to play it on the EMA 50, okay? Until proven otherwise. This EMA 50 is acting as strong support. If you're in an uptrend, all you have to do is look at the EMA 50. Is it at the very bottom? Correct? The answer is yes. Did price hit this upper counter channel? Answer is yes. That means it's very bullish. That means there was a lot of momentum. Did we have a price pullback? Yes, and that's where I look to get in. this is me being a new bull here. I don't want to buy it up in this upper counter channel because I know price is going to pull back. I know that is imbalance. When you see that, you cannot sustain that price action. Price will pull back. I guarantee it. I promise you, it happens all the time. There's hopium all up in here, and sure, yes. Price was hitting up in here and then went to the 5 and then pumped, went to the 5 and then pumped. It can do that. But one of these times, it's going to come to my area of buy entry, which is the 10, and the next level is the 50. You saw way back in here, if you followed, the system, this is how you could have got. Nobody else could have got this, but this is how you could have got 32 cents. I have all these stocks on my watch list, and I alert these plays where I say, hey, I hit the upper band. It's in my screener. I'm on watch. I'm on the 10 and I'm on the 50. Now, did I ever thought KULR would have went from 30 cents to $5? Not in a million years. I would have definitely been taking profit here. A lot of people start understanding this and be like, oh, when it's up 1,000%, they're like, oh, wow, I want to get in this stock, and then they get in when it's imbalanced, and they get in on these entries here. And they don't understand, too, when you get on this EMA 10, you have to take profits because we don't know where the algos are going to look to pump it. Are they going to pump it on the 10 big time, or are they going to pump it on the 50 big time? I'm locking in profits in both ways, and I'm holding shares at break even. All right, guys, so this is my analysis. This is everything you need to know about KULR. If you guys want to join the premium Discord, click the link down below in YouTube comments below, and in the description it'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts. And when you click that link, it'll take you to this free chat landing page. If you want to join the alerts and want to see the real-time alerts so you don't miss anything, be a part of a community. Lots of intelligent people in here, bouncing off ideas. Click day trade alerts right here under the subscriptions tab, and you'll have access to my swing trades and day trades for $12 a month. All inclusive, never go up. It'll be the cheapest you ever pay for a system that works and that comes with education of why you're taking trades. You're not just going to be fumbling and just buying KULR because some influencer said, trust me, KULR is going to go to $10. Trust me, buy this dip. There's a reason to everything that I do here. If price doesn't come to the area I want it, I don't take it. I look at these two big informations. Then I look at the industry, the news, the fundamentals. I just showed you the SEC filings. What is going on in the most recent SEC filing? Yes, it sucks they're diluting, but there's nothing that's really alarming me alarms to be like, you know what? I'm still going to take the risk. I have a clear stop loss and I have a clear take profit. So everything, if this don't work, it's not the end of the world. We won on so many other trades doing this exact setups, and we make massive money. As you can see, I have a 189 average, and we pumped over 50% in literally one day with KULR doing this system. So it works. It has a high win ratio. It's made me a full-time trader, and you're going to love my day trading strategy too. We're on a 6-win streak doing day trades. It has an over 90% win ratio to selling credit spreads. And the reason why it's that high is because I'm a seller in options, and I would love to show you guys how to do that too. So day trade alerts will give you access to everything, and if you subscribe, do it on your computer to avoid the iOS fee. But if you look at the server shop, you can look at the 2 memberships. Choose which one that fits you. Day and Swing Trading Plus is going to give you the most value, and because if you want to be a full-time trader, day trading is really nice, and then you can wait on your swing trades to develop. But a lot of my swing trades are happening within a day. They start pumping up 10%, which is my targets. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Give it a like, subscribe, comment. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this. I'll keep you updated on many tickers I'm watching, but obviously the Discord, you're going to get real-time alerts. It's so affordable. Invest in your education. I promise you're going to love it. And it's just being a part in this community is worth it. I've been learning a lot of things with a lot of these users here too. All right, guys. All right, I'll see you in the Discord. Peace out and happy trading.